Welcome to the Look at Me Now podcast, the Coach Heather Experience. This is your space for transformation, elevation, and joy. Every week we explore how to live a joy-filled life in your career, your relationships, and in your soul. From your personal life to your professional world, I'll help you uncover how to love yourself more, love others more, and fall in love with your life. Whether it's mindset, movement, or emotional growth, this show is your invitation to rediscover excitement, adventure, and confidence. I'm your host, Heather, and today I'm taking you deep into a story of a woman who changed my life by the way that she lived hers. A woman who never had it easy, but she never gave up. A woman who helped shape the way that I see the world, how I lead others, and how I rise again and again. This woman is my grandmother, Mary Robertson. And if you've ever felt behind in life, if you've ever been judged, doubted, or underestimated, then her story is going to live in your soul the way it lives in mine. So grab a cup of tea or coffee, a glass of wine, take a deep breath and settle in. Because today is not just about her, it's about you. It's about your power, your story, and your potential to rise no matter where you've come from or what you've been through. When I was little, I spent hours playing cards with my grandma. Canasta, bridge. She taught me how to hold the cards, when to bluff, and how to win with grace. But what she was really teaching me in those moments was how to live. One day she looked me dead in the eye over a hand of cards and she said, "Heather, you can do anything that you set your mind to, and don't let anybody tell you different." That was her mantra. And all of us kids and grandkids heard it over and over. And I believed her because she wasn't just speaking in theory. She was speaking from her own life. She was born on April Fool's Day during the Great Depression. Her mother died shortly after giving birth to her. And from the moment she was a little girl, she was passed from family member to friend to whoever would take her in to raise her. She grew up hungry at times, lonely, and of course she was traumatized. Yet she became one of the most magnetic, successful, and joyful people I have ever known. She got married and had 3 kids, watched my grandfather come home every night with bleeding fingers from working at General Motors. Back then, there were no labor laws, no 8-hour shifts, no protections. So she said enough. She brought in her stepmother to help with the kids, and she went back to work at Sears. She didn't complain. She didn't wait for someone to rescue her. She got to work. And then it happened. A few weeks into her job, 2 women walked by her desk and said loud enough for her to hear, "What is Mary Robertson doing here? She's nothing but poor white trash. She didn't even graduate high school." Now, she could have crumbled. She could have cried. She could have believed them, but she didn't. She told me, "Heather, I had 3 choices. I could go cry in the corner, I could quit to avoid the pain, or I could show them." And that is exactly what she did. She got her GED, she took night classes, she studied accounting, and a little over a year later, those same 2 women were bringing their books to my grandmother to check because now she was their boss. So, what does this mean for you? It means you don't have to come from money. You don't have to be highly educated. You don't have to be, perfect. All you need is belief, a decision that you're capable of more. She ended up traveling all around the world. She was hugely successful and you can be too. I learned this from her, that you can do anything that you set your mind to. And I applied it to my life. I was molested at 4. I married young. I had kids early. I didn't go back to school until later. I watched my friends pass me by in careers, in confidence, and in success. But I had something stronger than comparison. I had vision. I had grit. And I had a woman whispering in my ear, you can do anything. So let's talk about what science says about this kind of mindset. You know, I'm all about the science and spirituality. So Carol Dweck calls it a growth mindset, the belief that skills and intelligence can be developed. People with a growth mindset bounce back faster and reach higher levels of success. Angela Duckworth's research on grit proves that passion and perseverance matter more than talent. My grandmother had grit, I've got grit, and guess what? So do you. Martin Siegelman, the father of positive psychology, his research proves that choosing optimism leads to better health, stronger relationships, and higher achievement. Dr. Andrew Huberman explains that belief actually activates brain regions associated with motivation and reward. The more you visualize success, the more that your brain builds a roadmap to get there. And Dr. Kristen Neff shows that self-compassion doesn't make you soft. It makes you resilient. People who are kind to themselves are more likely to succeed after failure. So let's talk about some tangible strategies, some action steps that you can start today, right now, to help you live the life that you were meant for. Number 1, affirm your worth every day. Say it out loud. I am worthy. I am becoming. You can do this. Number 2, define your values. What lights you up? What grounds you? Find your compass. A way that you can do this is by printing out a list of values from Google. You know, you can go to Google Images, just search it, print out a list of values, and circle the ones that speak to you. Next, think about the people that you admire the most and what qualities do they have that you admire the most in them on that values list, and write that in another column. Then finally, what do you want people to say about you at your funeral? And it doesn't matter if you're 16. What do you want people to say about you when you die? Okay, write down, look at the values list and circle those. Now look at the ones that overlap. Those 5, 6, 7, those are your core values. For instance, one of mine is excitement / fun / adventure. That's kind of the same value, right? Someone else, that might be ridiculous to them. They don't want excitement in their lives. So we're all different, and defining those core values for yourself can be a guide to help you see where you want to go in your career, where you want to go in your life. Next, move your body daily. Now, I've had people in my life, colleagues, friends, family members, I don't like to sweat. I'm more of an intellectual person. I don't like movement, yada, yada, yada. No, you have to move your body, okay? We were not meant for a sedentary lifestyle. So whether you believe in creationism, evolution, whatever you believe, science proves it again and again and again, okay? We need to move. It doesn't have to be going to the gym. It doesn't have to be yoga or weightlifting. It can be karate. It could be flying a kite. It could be just taking a walk. It could be marching in place. It could be dancing around your living room. It could be marching in place while you're watching TV or playing video games. But we need to move every single day, okay? Because movement is going to make you feel better about yourself, about your environment. It releases pleasure-pleasing endorphins that make you feel good. And it's going to give you the energy and the health to pursue your dreams, okay? Next, take messy action. Yes, I said messy. Y'all, I am so messy, and if you know me, you know I'm messy, okay? That's okay, right? What can really hold us back from our dreams is perfectionism, is waiting till you feel just right. Fear holds us back, perfectionism holds us back. It's okay. Make the post, write the first page of the book, apply for the job, ask the girl for a date. Get out there, right? Put yourself out there. Take messy action. Any kind of accomplishment is micro steps. Putting one foot in front of the other. Taking one small step every day. For example, if your house is a disgusting mess, or your apartment or your dorm room, if you spend 10 minutes every day cleaning that disgusting mess, eventually it's going to look pretty good. It's going to look a lot better, right? If you spend 10 minutes a day exercising, lifting weights, 10 minutes a day, you're going to look so much better 6 months from now than you do right now, and you're going to feel better, and you're going to be stronger, right? So it's just taking one small step, okay? So take messy action. Get out there and just do it. You can do this. You've got this. Next, revisit your identity. Stop saying, I'm stuck, I'm behind. We can even, limiting beliefs, money's evil, all men are pigs, all women care about is money. Start reframing those beliefs, because that is not true, okay? TV, the media may proclaim that, but get out in the world and look around. Since I've been traveling, it has given me a newfound faith in human beings. Most people are kind. Most people are non-judgmental. Most people want other people to be happy, and they're just trying to be happy and pay their bills and have somebody to love. Most people are really nice, okay? And when you get out in the world and start observing people in different environments, like I travel all over the US and Canada and out of the country, you start seeing that people really are pretty amazing, okay? So you're amazing too. So start reframing your identity. So, my grandmother used to say, I was born on April Fool's Day, the 13th child during the Great Depression, and honey, I've been lucky ever since. But we know the truth. It wasn't luck. It was belief. It was action. It was love. She definitely did not have a lucky life, in her early growing up. So let's say this together. I am not my past. I am not my pain. I'm not my past. I'm not my pain. I'm not my mistakes. I'm not my failures. I am powerful. I am rising. I am the author of my story. You can do anything that you set your mind to. Just like Mary Robertson, just like me, and just like you. If today's episode spoke to you, please subscribe, share it with a friend. Visit my website at CoachHeatherOwens.com for my freebies. I have Confidence Glow Up for women and an Unlock the Edge Confidence Booster for men. Go on. All you have to do is enter your email and it downloads immediately. So go in there and get your freebie. Check out my website out. Listen to my podcast. I'm so thankful that you joined me today. Send this to someone that needs it. I love you. I'm rooting for you. And it's time that you started rooting for yourself. You've got this. You can do anything that you set your mind to. And don't let anybody tell you different.
Could see that you're good enough. Try to believe that you're good enough.